Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today's video is a little bit different from what I normally post, but I'm going to start posting a little bit more stuff like this because I am a huge nerd when it comes to like Marvel and superhero comics stuff. If you're a huge Marvel nerd, comic nerd like I am, you probably, at least at some point yesterday during the Marvel live stream, tuned in and saw the array of chairs that they had, just showcasing a bunch of people's names for the cast of Avengers Doomsday, which is the next upcoming Avengers movie that comes out in 2026. So, kind of crazy how long away it is, but we did get a lot of people announced for the cast, a lot of which were kind of expected and already somewhat known, but not like fully confirmed, and also a lot that were kind of surprising and very exciting to see what kind of route they go with this movie. Some of the more obvious ones that were already somewhat known that were going to be part of this movie are the Fantastic Four, being Joseph Quinn, Johnny Storm, Vanessa Kirby, Sue Storm, Ebon Moss-Backrack as the Thing, and Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic, or Reed Richards. Another group that was kind of one that I expected to see were most of the Thunderbolts, being Wyatt Russell as U.S. Agent, Florence Pugh as Yelena, Sebastian Stan as Bucky, David Harbour as Red Guardian, Lewis Pullman as Sentry, and Hannah John Kamen as Ghost. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And we also had a bunch of Black Panther stars get announced to be part of the cast, mainly being Letitia Wright, who is Black Panther, Winston Duke, who is M'Baku, and again, hopefully I pronounced this right, Tinoch Huerta Mejia, who is Namor. So I was very surprised to see that Namor is going to be in this movie and that M'Baku is going to be in this movie, but I do think it does make a little bit more sense for M'Baku to be in it than Namor, but we'll see what they end up doing. Another couple that were kind of made sense, already known-ish ones, where obviously Anthony Mackie being Captain America, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Danny Ramirez as Falcon, so I'm glad we're going to get to see more Danny Ramirez Falcon, and also Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, so very exciting that we're also going to get to see Shang-Chi again. And then another one that was kind of already known was Paul Rudd Ant-Man, and one of the ones that wasn't a part of this other group of heroes that got announced, but was also a very, very cool announcement, and I'm glad that we're going to get to see more of him, is Tom Hiddleston as Loki. So it could be God of Stories Loki from the end of Season 2, or it could be just another random variant of Loki. We'll just have to wait and see. But the major ones that they ended up announcing that I think is very interesting is that we are going to have Ian McKellen back as Magneto, Patrick Stewart back as Professor X, we're going to have Rebecca Moheen as Mystique, Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler, we're also going to have Kelsey Grammer as Beast, and James Marsden as Cyclops, and then finally, again, we're going to get to see Channing Tatum's Gambit. Another thing that's important to note, in my opinion, is that there's a lot of names missing from this list that I definitely think should be there. I'm kind of surprised we didn't have Tom Holland's Spider-Man announced as part of the cast. We didn't have Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange announced. We didn't have Benedict Wong as Wong announced. Mark Ruffalo's Hulk didn't get announced to be in this. Another person that I know me and a lot of other people were hoping that we would see get announced would be Moon Knight as well. And especially with Daredevil Born Again, no Daredevil, no Punisher, nothing from Daredevil's realm is in there. But yeah, so I thought it was interesting. There was a lot of names not shown, but the very end of the whole live stream was Robert Downey Jr. walking up, sitting in his chair, And then after the live stream ended, all over their social medias, they posted pictures of all the chairs and the video going through all the chairs and everything for everyone's different names. And in Robert Downey Jr.'s, he said something along the lines of basically like, oh, there's a lot of chairs here, but it's only one row, but that's all it can be, right? And then after that, Marvel commented basically saying, you just have to wait and see. I'm expecting we'll get more casting announcements sometime in the future. I don't know how far in the future or how like relatively quick in the future we'll get any, but I would expect more casting announcements. Hopefully having, like Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Holland, Mark Ruffalo, hopefully Oscar Isaac too. I really want to see some more Moon Knight. But we'll just have to wait and see if there's any more people. Although I did also, earlier this morning, see a tweet basically saying that Spider-Man 4 is happening at the same time as Doomsday, and that's why Tom Holland won't be in Doomsday, which I think might be kind of stupid, but also they could make it work if they wanted to do it whichever way. But I do know he is also filming a bunch of other stuff, so that might also be why they had to change that around. So, again, we'll just have to wait and see. But I will keep this updated. I'll keep posting a bunch of videos talking about Marvel stuff, especially like Marvel stuff, even DC stuff with new DC, like movies, things like that. I'm a huge nerd when it comes to all this stuff. If you like a lot of the content that's like this, sitting down, talking to a camera about like nerdy stuff that I enjoy, then I may start a podcast at some point in the near future. So let me know if that's something you guys want to see. And I will see you in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow because I am going to see a new movie tonight. So there should be a Rin Reviews out tomorrow. And I'll see you in the next video.